Right, Andy, I'm going to show you this video here. This is Randy Smith, Scottie Sheffler's coach. Looks a bit weird, this, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. A bit close and personal.
Yeah, he's holding back his hips. Now, people might look at this and think it's because he's trying to open up his hips. He's not. He's trying to keep his hips back to give him some space to use his hands properly and square his face. Right. We all know about his feet and how much they move. Yes. So what we're going to do is, we all haven't got a Randy Smith. We all haven't got somebody that can do this. We're going to come up with our club golfer version, where if you're somebody who cramps the hitting area with these hips, what could you do to improve this? So I've got two variations that we can do. Right, so let me just illustrate this here 1 second. What we're really meaning by cramping up the hitting area is, as we come into this golf ball, these hips working a little bit close. Now that makes it very hard to square the face because our arms and our wrists haven't got the freedom to move. Whereas if we keep those hips back, well, look at the space I've got to release this club and enjoy that move through the hitting area. Let's talk about variation one, Andy. I'm going to pass you this here. So a lot of us, well, I hope for a fact that a lot of people will be practicing this down at the driving range. So this is not something that you would do on the course. It's very much a driving range aspect. So address that golf ball for me there. I then want you to take your basket of balls. I'm literally going to place this behind and a stick straight in the ground. Oh, right, yeah. Now, you'll hopefully be able to feel that stick just behind you there, Andy. I'm going to rest it on you.
Yep.
Now, I want you to make some practice swings now, so just come off the ball slightly. That's it. And I want you to have a few practice swings, just trying to keep your bum as back to that stick. As possible. Brilliant. And again, let the foot come through. It's just through the hitting area. Yep. So relax as you go through. Brilliant. Now, reality is we're not going to actually hit that, but like Randy Smith's coach, he's trying to keep them back so he doesn't slide and get stuck. What does it feel like to you that, for everybody watching?
It feels like I'm sticking my bum out, to be honest with you. I must bring them in a little bit.
I think you'd maybe do a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah, keep it touching that stick.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'd call it a duck bum. Like, quack. Sorry.
No, but it's great. So what I would say is a lot of people think of the golf swing as the hips just turn, but for me, they move a little bit left and they work back. Yeah. That's it, yes. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Look how much freedom you've got there.
Yeah.
And the great thing about this version here is we can actually hit a shot away. So, yeah, let's hit one away, Andy. Let's go for it. Beautiful hit.
That's a good shot.
Beautiful hit.
Yeah, that felt nice, that.
Now that's exactly what I'm looking for. Just look at those numbers there. We just swung in 2 out. Face was 0.2 closed and we hit down at 4 degrees.
That felt really nice.
That's exactly what I want to get from this.
And like you say, you have got, because I can't imagine if you don't do that and you say slide up, look at the difference I've got.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I want you to get from this, Andy, and for everybody watching, the worst thing you could possibly do by copying Scottie Sheffler's drill is just push back.
Yeah, which is what I was trying to do at the start.
So whereas it's to keep our bum, I always think about it, this leads me to the second drill nicely in the second. I call it that on the wall drill. Like we want to feel like we're pressing into our left and then we go back. Because what you do on the first, and everybody will see this drill and they'll make this big mistake as a club golfer going, oh, I can do that, and I'll just push my bum back. But don't forget, what does Scottie Sheffler do? His feet move so laterally, don't they?
They do, yeah.
So we didn't have to think about that. So if we just go backwards, we end up sort of catching it a bit thin.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do the Scottie shuffle, isn't it, to be honest with you?
I'm not saying we should do that for 1 second. What I'm saying is there's an element, so start down, there's an element of shifting left and then pushing back. Yes. There's 2 elements to that recipe, and it's important that you have both elements in order to get this right. And that Scottie does that so well, but we're trying to keep that room. So if you're early extending, it's not just a matter of pushing back, we've got to have transfer and then back. So I put it into percentages. It's about 5% shift and 95% turn. Whereas people will see this drill, they'll make it 100% turn and no shift. And that's the worst thing we could ever do. We need that shift.
You're not going to compress it. You're going to come
No, we're not going to get our
you're not going to
low point
down on it at all.
We're going to just move backwards, aren't we? Whereas we want to shift and turn.
Yep.
So this leads me nicely onto this next move. Now, I always think about how can golfers maximise their time. right? Actually, before that, let's give you some measurements. So let's show you where you put this. So just the golf ball from there, Andy. Come in close, everybody, so you can see this. So roughly, we've set this up where the stick is roughly about a fist width away. And all we're trying to do is keep the contact or try and work towards it. That's all we're looking to do with this drill. Simple as that. It helps if you've got a load of balls in the basket because you haven't got a Randy Smith to hold it back. But that's exactly what we're looking for. So let's move on to this next drill. We're going to take a step over towards the range here, and I call this the wall drill. You know what? It's a great bang for your buck exercise, this one. At home, in the locker room, if you're looking again to look at how we can make a club golfer version of that Scottie Sheffler drill where he's trying to stop this early extension, trying to keep these hips back and not work this way. I love this. So you could either use a wall like this, that's why I say keep your bum on the wall, or you could do it on a post where you do it just here, okay? I actually prefer this one a little more, but it's hard to create at home. So you know you got the corner of your house or the corner of a locker, when it comes like this, it's perfect. Try and get it to sit right at the bottom of your back, all right? Grip the golf club down here. So you've got even amount of shaft either side, and you're just gonna make some swings where you swing back and you're trying to keep it on. Now I'm not just pushing back, again, I'm feeling I'm transferring, I'm trying to keep it on. This way. And it really gives you that sensation of that whole idea of having some space whilst keeping back. Have you go, Smith? I like this one because I think a lot of people when they're doing drills, they straight away go, oh, it doesn't work. And they associate that with being wrong. Whereas actually this allows you to get some good quality reps into your golf swing. Good, it's only a phone, don't worry. Good quality reps into your golf swing without consequence.
Yeah.
Feel more over it?
Yeah. It's,
so then therefore look how...
because it only comes off when you're through.
Yeah, that's always going to happen. But just come to impact, everybody see this and face on. Look how powerful this looks now, boom.
Yeah.
Whereas if I just push you up there, and then these hands would go up, it's not quite as powerful here. So again, one of the reasons why Scottie's going to do this is he's not wanting to flip.
Like I say, you're going to get flippy there, right? You know, no matter what you do, you're going to have to get flipper.
Let's do a good version again. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's how I think, if you look at this as how a club golfer, an everyday person could benefit, they're the two versions that I would do. One where you can hit balls, one where you can get a great bang for your buck, either at home, locker room, warm up. That's what I'd be doing.
It's just 5 minutes, isn't it? Just 5 minutes a day.
Literally. I think it's just great bang for buck, that.